Welcome to the AthleteShot.com radio podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Lashefsky, and I'm joined by Jamal Al-Qadir, linebacker from Albany State University and 2016 NFL draft prospect. How's it going, Jamal?
It's going good. How about you?
Doing great. First
Yes,
off, I
sir.
want to just want to start off at the beginning of your career, pretty much. Coming out of high school, were you highly recruited at all?
I wasn't, I want to say I wasn't highly recruited, but, I was heavily recruited by Penn State, my junior year. I was recruited by Mike McQuarrie, and, what happened with that was he recruited me. I talked to him on the phone. We had scheduled like unofficial visits, and that Penn State scandal started, and he abruptly left the school.
And ultimately, why did you choose Albany State?
Okay, because coming out of high school, I had a really bad ankle injury. I had broke my ankle, and I had Division I offers from Wofford and Presbyterian College. And when I had broke my ankle, I had talked to Wofford, and Wofford told me basically that with my ankle injury, they don't know if I could play the position they wanted me to play because they cut a lot. So I chose Albany State because Albany State was the only team to really give me a chance coming out of high school. And any other D2 school that offered me besides D1AA, D1AA backed out when they heard that I got injured.
And in your first year at Albany State, how was it like actually playing college football for the first time? How much was it different from high school?
Well, playing college football with like guys that basically grown men, and then making that transition from high school to college was like, that's a big deal because you're not that guy anymore. It's like you're starting all over again to be that guy. So now, like, everybody's just as strong as you, or if not, you probably might be stronger than them, but they know the whole defense, and you don't know the defense at all. So coming in is basically your freshman year all over again. You gotta learn the defense, and once you learn the defense, you gotta apply it to the field. But juniors and seniors might be 2 or 3 steps ahead of you because they've been there during the summer working, and you're just an incoming freshman.
And how much do you feel you progressed from your freshman, sophomore to junior, and finally your senior year?
I feel like I progressed a lot because when I was coming in, my coach would always tell me, like, he was like, you need to develop more. I never had stiff hips. I just didn't know how to use my hips. So me as a football player, I never knew how important hips were to just my past like junior year. And like I developed so much, like just from because like in college football, it's not all about just playing, just using your talent. You just can't get out there and use your talent. You gotta use more technique than anything. And most importantly, you gotta play with confidence. If you don't play with confidence in college or at the next level, then you won't play at all. Because guys are just, once you get out there and you start overthinking, which I would do, you'll mess up more than you'll make plays.
Oh, and you touched on it. You were talking about confidence. Where would you say you gained that confidence? Were you ever in your full life never confident in yourself?
Well, I wouldn't say I would always be confident in myself. It's just when you practice, you practice at 100 miles per hour. But with me, I practice, and I feel like how can I say, I want to be a perfectionist. And me being want to be a perfectionist in the sport, you're not always going to be perfect. You're always going to be, you always going to mess up. So I'll take, every time I mess up, I'll be hard on myself. And then I'll just think about that previous play. And I'll try to do it so perfect that I'll mess up again. And then I'll just be like, dang. So like, that's where like, overthinking a lot, and then just not going as, as, as fast as I shall say. And that's really what it is. I mean, that's a little bit of confidence.
And this past season, you guys had a pretty good year. You lost in the CF championship game. How would you assess this season?
I want to say honestly, this is one of the best years I had, but it's a bit of a disappointment. I feel like not only we let ourselves down, we let our coaching staff down, because we put in too much hard work to come up short at the end of the championship game that we should have won to a team that we beat before. So that's how I feel.
Well, okay, and looking back on your career, your whole football career at Albany State, what would you say your favorite moment of your career was?
Okay, I want to say that this is like the final moment. Championship game, Tuskegee game. My junior year. I wasn't even running through the line. I bust through the line, and I seen the running back fumble the ball. So I seen him fumble the ball. I tried to pick it up and take it back. It was about 30 or 25 yards. So instead of picking it up, I kicked it in the end zone because I bobbled it. So when I kicked it in the end zone, I'm just the only one there. I mentioned we're down, I think we're up 31-27, and there's like only so many minutes remaining in the game. I fell on the end zone. We scored. They gave us the points. But then one referee said, no, we didn't score. My teammate jumped off sides. And we lost with like 6 seconds left in the game.
That was your favorite moment?
Yeah, to be honest, because like I could say I scored a touchdown, but they took it from me.
Oh.
I always wanted to score a touchdown.
And also looking back, who would you say was the toughest player you faced in college?
North Greenville, Freddie Martino.
And
it was yes sir, like we shut him down. Like we shut the whole team down. It's just, he made it that one play they needed to win the game. He caught the ball sliding one-handed catch, and put the team in field goal range. And you got field goal range and kick the ball with like seconds, like I forgot how many seconds left on the clock, but they had won the game off of a field goal because of that catch. And we shut him down the whole game.
And you were at the Dream Bowl this year. You got invited there. What was that experience like?
Oh man, that's like that's something I'll remember for a long time, just because of the experience. Like, we're at Virginia Beach. Yeah, it was kind of cold. But I played with some guys like that really have a passion for the game of football, and then the coaches that really took the time to give us like spoke good knowledge, football knowledge. Like they really had a passion for the game. Like it took time. It was so little time that we had to prepare, but they made sure we was fully prepared for the game. I think that's why the game went in double overtime. But man, that was like that's a fun experience. If I could do it again, I'll do it again.
And what were you trying to prove to the scouts at that game?
I mean, I'm not a good time guy. I mean, I gotta put it. I'm not no 4'5", 4'6" guy. I'm just ready to be known. But if you turn on the tape or watch me in practice, I'm gonna be around the ball or I'm gonna make plays and I'm gonna work hard. So that's all I was just trying to prove. But every other time I can crush. It's just that fourth. I don't know what's wrong.
Also, you had a pro day in Jacksonville today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Overall, how did you think you did in that?
Surprisingly, I think I was one of the better linebackers there. There's like 2 or 3 of us. I had like 20 reps on 225. I had like a 7.2, 7.3 L drill. I had like a 4.4 shuttle. I had, I don't know about the 40. I'm not sure. Cause guys, it was like, at a pro day, 6 different guys can have times. And it can range from a 4.8 to a 4.9. So the one time I did see it, they told me 4.9. So I'm gonna just run with that. And yeah. So, cause like one got time wrong, but all the other scouts had like 4.9. I don't know, but what else did I do? I had a 9.1 broad. I had like a 12-second 60-yard shuttle, and I really did good in all my position drills. Only dropped like 1 ball.
And preparing for the pro day, who were you preparing with? Who were you training with?
It's Buckhead Elite Training Facility in Atlanta. His name is Bo. I would after class, cause I'm still currently in school. So like after class every Thursday to Friday, I'll drive up there and train for like 2 or 3 days. And this past whole spring break, I was up there for like a week and a half training with him, getting ready for the pro day. And like I train with like guys from like small schools just like me, like the guy from Northern Arizona, the guy from Old Dominion, and then like he has an NFL group that comes in. Like I got the chance to train with Brandon Boykin, Demarius Thomas, Breland, the safety from Redskins, Bud Dupree, Kraus that played for the Patriots, and he plays for the Eagles now. I had a chance to train with all them guys.
What was that like? Did you get to talk to him at all?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I text Bud Dupree sometimes, get advice, but man, those guys, woo, are athletic. Especially like I trained with Matt Daniels also. He's a safety for the Chargers. Those guys are fast. I'm not even gonna lie. They'll push you though to try and make you better.
Okay. Have you talked to anyone on how to approach the NFL draft process and and even pro level?
Like the guys at the facility was like, don't lose sleep over it because it's going to have its good times and its bad times. The main thing you can do is do what you can control. Like once you get an opportunity, then you gotta take advantage of it. But other than that, just put it in God's hands. Like, you just can't dwell over what you did, because what you did is what you did. You just can't sit up there and be like, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that. As long as you did what you could do and control what you could control, that's all that matters, man. At the end of the day, God willing, I just hope some team would, take a chance on me.
Couple more questions here. Who would you say you try to emulate at the NFL level?
On playing wise, Bobby Wagner, but work ethic wise, James Harrison.
Yeah, two great guys. One more question here. Why should a pro team take a chance on you?
Because I feel like I'll be a steal just because of my hard work and dedication to the game, and not based off of, you could go off of times and you go off of film, but just looking back, like, I'm I'm a coachable guy, and whatever you throw at me, I can learn, and I'll play to the best of my ability.
Sounds great. I want to thank you, Jamal. I want to thank you again for taking a little time out of your day to do this interview. And hopefully we'll be hearing your name soon.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Keep it up.